The focus here is a special member function of C++. Special member functions are the one that are responsible for creating and destroying an object. When creating an object, its memory space should be properly initialized, and when deleting it, it should be properly cleared up. Special member functions are responsible for doing all that. Constructors and destructors are special member functions. A constructor is automatically called when an object is created, and a destructor is automatically called when an object is destroyed or goes out of scope. Let us try to understand the special member functions by using this code. Constructor and destructor. So we have this student class with the data attributes and the member function set and display member function, deallocate, and the code in the main function. So this is a marks object. Let me just yeah. This is the marks object, which is actually passed into the set function of this student object. So let me just focus on this line. So this line actually creates an object called st of student type. So when it creates, when as I told you earlier, when object is created, a constructor is automatically, but we don't have any constructor here yet. Therefore, a compiler will, in the case where you don't have any constructor, the compiler will automatically create one constructor. I mean something called default constructor with empty. So the type, the nature of the constructor the compiler will create would look something like this, right? So for the constructor, the name of the function is the name of the class itself, and something like this, and there's nothing in the body. So compiler will insert this create this constructor, and it will call that constructor when object is created. This is called default constructor with empty. So this is one of the special member functions, and when and you do use this object, and when this object goes out of scope, either this object or this object, compiler will actually create a destructor. The destructor will look like the compiler created destructor will look like something like this. This is a syntax for signature for creating a destructor. This character followed by the name of the class, and there are no parameters in the parenthesis, and you have empty body. So compiler will create this sort of destructor, and it will call that destructor. So this is also a special member function. Basically, when you create a constructor, um, if you don't initialize this data to any um, values, and that will may cause a problem for properly implementing this function that I actually highlighted in the previous recording. So this use of this code would be a problem. So you would want to initialize in the default constructor instead of relying on the compiler generated constructor. You want to have your own default constructor and set the data to default values. Name equals to, let's say, null ptr. This is the default value for the name, and id equals to maybe 0. So if you initialize with the default values, and and also in the max also you can have constructor where the data is initialized to default values. With this I think we should be able to use this code. So let me switch to the terminal and try to compile this code. To the terminal and run. So now it is working without an issue, right? So if you watch my previous recording, previous video, you know, I have actually explained, highlighted the problem this part of the code was actually causing. These lines were causing because it was not properly initialized. Now we have this default constructor. Now in this case it is not with empty body. We have a content in the body, default constructor with content in the body. And I will talk in more detail about this this constructor and other kind of constructor and the destructor in the next recording. This is all I have for this recording. Thank you for watching this video.